What is the crack, everybody, and welcome to the Drive with DWIG podcast. So this is Sienna, this is my fiance. Me and Sienna have been together, 10 years nearly?
Nah, not even. 9 years.
9 years.
Tell you what, it's actually 9 years and 1 month today.
9 years and 1 month. What is today? Oh!
They are.
Happy anniversary, babe. Cheers. You sure you don't want to point the Guinness now?
Nah. Not on that Guinness buzz.
No, not on that Guinness buzz at all. So, Sienna, I asked you to join me here today.
Privilege.
Just privilege, yeah. You're the first guest.
First guest on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm delighted to have you.
Thanks.
So, people probably want to know, well, where were we just last week?
We were in Bali.
Last week, I should say. Yeah, 2 days ago. Where were we 2 days ago?
Sure, we can't tell our arse from our elbow. We were in Bali.
And where is Bali for people that don't know?
Destination.
So where is Bali for people that don't know where it is?
It's in Indonesia.
Where's Indonesia?
I didn't do geography. I couldn't even tell you how to get to the shop. Never mind how to get to Indonesia.
So for anyone that doesn't know, Indonesia is about 5 hours away from Australia. So it's technically the Tenerife of Australia because there was a lot of Australian people there. So
that's one way to explain it.
it is, yeah. It basically
it's not the Tenerife.
Maybe not Tenerife. It's maybe the what was I gonna say?
It's like the Spain of Ireland because that's how close it is. But it's not like Spain.
What's a really cheap part of Spain?
I don't know.
Like
we haven't really done Spain.
We don't really do Spain. Spanish holidays kind of aren't really our thing. Do you know why mine isn't? Well, you know why mine isn't, but I was burnt out a lot in Spanish holidays when I was a kid. My man that used to always bring us to Spain until they made a few quid, and then we ended up starting going to Florida, and that was cool. But Spain kind of isn't my cup. It's not your cup of tea either, is it? We went to Tenerife, didn't we?
I'd go to Spain.
You would go to Spain?
Yeah.
If someone offered, you go to Spain.
Yeah. Who's bringing us on holidays?
Well, it's not me anyway. I'm fucking broke after the holiday.
I'd go to Spain. Is Alicante in Spain?
I think so. So, go on. What was your experience in Bali like so far? So, paint the picture. Like what?
Right. Okay. So Bali is like an Instagram dream holiday that you want to go on. So
it'd be like a Kardashian kind of holiday. It'd be like.
Yeah, well, to be fair, ever since Instagram came about many, many moons ago,
how
Bali is always on Instagram. Like, no matter what kind of travel you're looking at, Bali is always the dream destination on Instagram.
Yeah.
So that's why you'd want to go.
And what was your favourite part about being over there? I'm gonna ask you very nicely. Can you talk into the microphone kind of like this? Because I'm trying to hear you here now. By the way, this is the very first podcast, so we're learning as we go here. And Sienna doesn't have headphones, so she can't hear herself.
Can't hear fuck all, hey.
I'm the audio, visual, technical dog watching. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Testing 1 2.
Hello. It's yourself. It's yourself.
It's me. What was the question you asked
me there?
This is fucking
lovely. It's lovely. The question. Oh yeah, what was your favourite part of Bali?
Favourite part of Bali. I don't know. I liked the whole lot, to be fair.
Like if you had to pick one specific thing, you'll learn when we start
activities.
When we start doing these podcasts and stuff like that. Sienna's going to be a regular guest. She's going to pop in maybe once a month or maybe twice a month, depending on who's coming or who wants to come. But what did I say?
You're talking pure shite. You asked me right. So one part of Bali that I really liked, is it an activity or a place?
It's whatever you make. It's whatever you make.
Something just beeped. Did you hear that?
It's the GoPro. I think I forgot to turn it back on.
Oh, okay. Okay, so my favourite part about Bali was, I don't know, I liked the whole lot, to be fair.
So right, okay.
I liked the way there was so many different activities that you could do. I liked the way things.
What were the activities that we did?
Right, so we went to the monkey forest, so you could actually go and get up close with the monkeys. We did ATVing, which is the quads, and even if you paid to do that in Ireland, so you'd probably pay more than €20 per person more.
Was that all we paid?
Yeah, that's literally all we paid. We paid €20 each to go ATVing. If you paid for that they'd bring you like on the most health and
They
safety.
bring you around John's back garden.
No, they wouldn't even bring you.
Enniscorthy.
They wouldn't even bring you around his back garden because there'd probably be danger in his back garden. They'd probably bring you.
There might be a speed bump back
You'd
there.
probably have someone guiding you, and you'd have to go over speed bumps now so that you don't go too fast. But like, to be fair, we were like going around like fucking lunatics doing it. So. Yeah, no, I liked that. That was really fun. But apart from the bruises, that wasn't fun.
Oh, yeah. Sienna got absolutely broke up because
Sienna
Sienna doesn't...
well, I was taking it, like, you know.
Sienna doesn't understand the meaning of when you should use your brakes and when you should use your power. And she was using her power when she should have been using her brakes, basically, is what happened there. Because I was behind you.
It's called having fun.
Yeah, but I was behind you, and I know exactly when that bruise happened there, right? She got a massive bruise on her arse cheek, right? We were going through this forest part, and like when I say these ATVs were doing, like it was definitely the best ATV thing you'll ever do.
Yeah,
like if you were to ever do it,
no,
it
but
was,
you know what? We're so lucky that we picked that one because there was loads of other ones over there as well, and like some of them you just like did a tour of rice fields and stuff. But we proper went off road.
Yeah, we got a private, but we didn't know though. We thought we were going to be in a group. We just kind of you book everything on WhatsApp over there, which is the maddest thing ever.
Yeah, even like hotels and stuff is all through WhatsApp.
Everything is through WhatsApp, or there's this app. Excuse me, I got a bit of a burp. Yeah, there's these two apps one's called Gojek and one's called Grab. But Grab I thought was the better one, yeah, because basically you can organise your whole anything you want to do over there is all on this app, yeah. You want to order food to your hotel, it's done in 3 seconds, like, do you know what I mean? You literally order, I fell on a moped arrives 20 minutes later with whatever you ordered. Same with supermarkets. You want anything in the supermarket, you just pick it out, they pack it, fell on a moped, comes 20 minutes later, there you have it. You want a lift on a moped, you organise it through this. You want a taxi, you organise that. You want a hotel, anything. It was mad, wasn't it? It was
actually good. That was actually
for a place that was so poor. They had some infrastructure, didn't they? Like,
yeah, they've got some stuff over there. Like, but it was gas. Like, even we just went down from the hotel room and like we were just looking for a few bits and bobs. But we literally had 3 different delivery drivers arrive in the space of like 10 minutes. All 3 of them rocked on up and they were like, "There you go, fab."
That was the night we had the munchies. She ordered crepes, Nutella crepes from one place.
Yeah, they were like, what were they like?
They were like by the time they got, so basically everything, there's no such thing as a hot bag. So you know the way if you order a pizza over here, you get like a fella would come from Domino's or whatever, he'd open up this bag, take out your pizza, it's lovely and toasty and hot. Over there they had a fella on a moped and it went on a hook on the front of the moped, so by the time we got to it, it's probably gonna be cold. Yeah, he gave it in the bag, and she took it out of the box. It's in a lovely triangle box.
Even a plastic bag would be good.
Yeah. So she took her crepes out of this box, and they were like tortillas.
To be fair, the boxes looked really fancy. I had really high hopes when I took them out. I was like, ooh. Yeah, they're nice.
It just the texture of it was like a massive Dorito. It was meant to be a soft crepe, like like a pancake.
Yeah, it was like one of them. Doritos. Is that what you said?
Yeah, basically like a massive Dorito, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was like a big massive Dorito. I literally was like, it all just like smashed. It was like smashed.
End up going into the bin anyway. But
yeah, immediately.
What we were saying was basically we ordered 3 different takeaways and we ordered them all at the same time. And we were sitting at the front of the hotel lobby and they thought we were drug dealers because one moped came, we took it, gave them. And the other funny thing is when you're handing people money over there, so money over here, like obviously, like food, like that whole, what we ordered, those 3 deliveries was probably about €25 worth of food, maybe not even that, like. But we gave them nearly $1 million rupiah or whatever it was. So you're carrying around all these notes with like 500,000 on them and $1 million and all. It's the maddest thing ever, isn't it?
Yeah. The funniest was when we first tested it out though, because what nobody tells you about Bali is that, well, particular parts of Bali is that everything closes at 10 o'clock in Ubud. Yeah. So meaning like we're after getting ready and we're after getting dressed up. It was probably like 8:30 by the time we were going out. Probably arrived there at 9 o'clock. And then we were just we got our food and everything. We had like one drink and we were like, feck this place, let's go somewhere else. And we literally walked out of that place and everything was closed. Yeah. And we were like, for fuck's sake. And we were still hungry as well.
I suppose we better put it into context. So when we went to Bali, there's a couple of different places that people go. There's a place called Canggu, there's a place called Kuta. There's Ubud where we stayed for 10 days. We stayed in Ubud for 10 days. And Seminyak, we stayed there for, 4 days the first couple of days, was it?
I think it was 5.
5 days. We stayed 5 days in Seminyak. Where's the other place that people go? There's other place on the other side.
There's a place called like Sidemen.
Sideman, yeah. And then there's Uluwatu as well. Remember people were talking about that as well?
Yeah.
What was that? No, anyway. But there's a couple of different places where you can go and they're kind of all different. So we went to Seminyak first. So we're going to do like a kind of little guide here, basically. Sienna wanted to talk about it, so we may do a little guide on what people should probably look out for, especially if you're going all the way over there from Ireland or the UK or whatever.
To be fair, like we did some amount of research. We watched like YouTube video upon YouTube video, and it didn't like tell you half the stuff that you figure out when you get there.
So basically, first things first, you already know I'm gonna probably say this, but like when you get there, you don't think that the place is riddled with poverty. But it is, like, isn't it? Like,
why did you have like expectations that everything was like really rich over there?
Not even that. I didn't think. I wasn't expecting the real bad poverty. I just wasn't. I didn't think about it too much. I just thought when we were going over there, I was like, you see all these like beautiful pictures on Instagram. We seen the YouTube videos. Like even when you're like the normal vloggers that are just walking around the street on like YouTube or whatever, the place looks like nice, like, but when you get there, like it's really really bad, isn't it? Like you can admit that it was very bad, like riddled with poverty, like.
Yeah, it is bad.
But we didn't. I just didn't expect it. I suppose.
But that was your first experience with like a third world country.
Yeah, Sienna has been to India before, where her job. She was over there for nearly a month or something.
Yeah, so that was my first time seeing it. To be fair, it was actually worse in India. Like there was people taking like apart a house brick by brick just to save the bricks to build their next house. Like
mad.
It was crazy.
So Seminyak was the first place we went to. So if you're flying over there. We flew through Dubai. We went with Emirates. Won't be going with Emirates ever again.
Oh my God,
full stop.
Not unless you want like Emirates belly.
Yeah, Emirates belly. So me and Sienna for the first 5 days were non-stop on the toilet because of the plain food. Yeah, we don't know what was in it, but it wasn't good. And yeah,
it was that mashed potato that wasn't mashed potato, I'd say.
It was mashed potato that was meant to be rice that was pasta.
Yeah.
Apparently. That's how it was. All right. So we flew over from Dublin to Dubai. Our first flight was delayed. Then we
by like 40 minutes or something, wasn't it?
It was probably an hour, I'd say, by the time we got onto it. But our flight was delayed for about an hour, and our transfer to Bali was like we only had like an hour and a half or something, was it?
I think it was meant to be an hour and a half.
Like it was a short transfer, like. So we got off in Dubai. There was a woman standing at the gate where her name's on it.
Thank God. I thought we were going to miss it.
Oh, but we 100% thought, well, like when we landed in Dubai, the plane was going. It's meant to be on the runway tarmac in 20 minutes time. Like, so we thought the plane was already gone. We were there thinking, we're going to be in Dubai. We're going to be stuck here for a couple of days. Anyway, we got off the plane. There was a woman there, standing there where an Emirates woman, where her name's on a board, and we bolted. We literally ran from one side of one terminal to the other. Literally off one plane straight onto another 9-hour flight. So it's 2 consecutive 9-hour flights back to back. We didn't even stop, didn't get filled. We were eating like gammy Emirates food.
It was disgusting.
Then we got.
But the worst part was like what was it? It was about like they were like, get ready for landing.
Oh yeah,
and we were like,
thank
God, like we're nearly here after these super long flights.
It was at the point where, you know, when they're taking your headphones back off you, they're asking for the blankets back. You're there thinking, okay, it's holiday time. And then what happened?
Oh, your one was like came over and she was like, "Hi, are you Mr. Ian Grant?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like,
my God. I thought she watched the YouTube videos.
I actually thought you were getting in trouble for something. I didn't know what it was going to be. And they were coming over, and then she was like, "Yeah, so just to make you aware, your bags haven't arrived." And I was just
no,
like,
she said,
fumed.
"Your bags aren't on the plane." I was like,
"Oh, where are they?"
"Oh, are they? Yeah, well, they're on the plane ahead of us, are they?" And we were fuming, weren't we?
Yeah, we were fuming. And it would, like, to make it worse, right?
To be honest, like it wasn't their fault. Like because the flight was delayed, it was just one of those things that happened, right? So we weren't that annoyed about that, but the fact was, like, if you had done your research, like we should have brought carry-on bags with a couple of days worth of clothes.
Yeah, to be fair, when we were in the queue about to check in, I was looking around at everybody else, and everyone else obviously had their heads screwed on. They all had like backpacks with like probably a change of clothes, a toothbrush, and a whole lot. Yeah. So they probably could have changed their clothes on the flight, and they would have felt fresh. Yeah. Sorry, I just had that. Yeah, I'll get you a set of headphones next time. Don't worry. But so yeah, we weren't smart. What was in my pocket? My wallet and my phone. That was it, right? What was in your? Yeah, you had a purse. Sienna had her phone, her purse, and a book.
And a book.
That I didn't read.
Yeah. Oh, no, you did read it.
No, I started reading it, but I didn't even read it on the flight.
Didn't read it on the flight. Anyway, sure, there was Harry Potter on the flight. Do you know what I mean? Every Harry Potter film was on the Emirates flight, by the way. So we were a bit busy on the flight anyway. So we arrived there. Not a screed with us, and the second you got off the plane, so imagine coming from like a cool Ireland. It was a bit warm before we left, and then walking straight into sauna like that. I was in a tracksuit and a t-shirt, instant sweat through my clothes within about 15 minutes.
Yeah, and I was wearing high heels and trousers.
Yeah,
we had to walk around wearing that.
we got off. We got into Salmignac, and Salmignac, luckily enough, is like one of these places that's open like all the time. Like it's 24/7. You can drink there until I don't know what time.
Yeah, but that girl was really helpful in the airport as well.
We met a girl from Glasgow, and whoever she is, fair play to her. I'd love to meet her. We owe her a pint, right?
Well, we owe her some sun cream anyway.
Definitely owe her some sun cream. Yeah. So we were told the bags were missing. You had to go to this like fucking baggage check thing or whatever, and they tell you, oh yeah, give us your address, whatever, we'll deliver out your baggage. And there was a girl from Glasgow there, and I thought she was Irish because, you know, obviously we all have big spud heads in us, but Glasgow people have the same. And I says, oh, do you lose your bags as well? And she says, yeah, we've been here for 14 days without our bags.
Yeah, something like 10 days she didn't have her bags, and she was like, oh, at least there's a H&M.
We thought we were
like, thank God.
Yeah, but we thought we had a bad. Then she told us her story. We won't get into her story because it was that long. It just sounded pure fucking long. Anyway, she missed her flight and she had to fly basically the fucking arse way around to Bali on about 4 or 5 different flights. So no wonder she didn't have her bags. But we met her anyway. We told her our bags were missing, whatever. And she was there picking up her bags after fucking 14 days with no bags. And she said, "Here, I have a mountain of sun cream here. You're gonna need this. You're gonna need that 'cause you won't be able to buy it anywhere over there." So that's another thing. If you're a girl, you can't get tampons.
You can't get sun cream. Well, you can, but apparently it's only like, you know, that oil sun cream, so no use for Irish people.
It's no use for Irish people, and it's scented, so you can get bitten by mosquitoes.
Oh no, that's the mosquito spray that doesn't work. Mosquito spray doesn't work.
Yeah, there's this mad mosquito spray that'll take.
Get the roll-on one. Don't get the spray one because you'll choke to death.
The spray one will take the air out of your mouth, like it's that bad. Like it's awful. Anyway. But remember when you spray? Ian was in the shower,
and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try out this mosquito spray," and I literally went hell for leather because obviously
it was like pepper spray. It was like pepper spray. The two of us in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like I was in the shower, I couldn't breathe. It was the worst thing ever. So yeah, buy your mosquito spray before you go and pack.
What's the other thing as well? There was something else. Yeah, mosquito spray. I'd get the roll-on though. Roll-on's good stuff.
Good stuff. Deodorant as well. Deodorant's hard to get.
No, you could get deodorant.
Not antiperspirant.
What was the other thing that was really hard to get? Can't remember.
Anyway, but we'll think about that another time. So yeah, bring all these bits and pieces that we're telling you, and bring a carry-on bag if you're gonna go.
Yeah, with a change of clothes and a toothbrush, because when you're flying for like how many hours was it? Like 19?
19 hours.
Yeah, when you're flying for 19 hours. You're a bit sticky when you're getting off the plane.
You're a bit sticky after the first 9-hour flight, like, do you know what I mean?
Well, you're not even sticky as in hot sticky because they freeze you to death with the AC on the flight.
Yeah, but you'll be sticky. If you're watching this on YouTube, because this is gonna go out on, I think it's gonna go out on Spotify as well. I'm trying to get Spotify working. But if you're not watching this on YouTube, we've got our 10-month old? No, yeah, she's 10 months old now. Yeah, our 10-month-old golden retriever here sitting between us.
If you can hear panting.
Yeah, and she's very annoying lately. We literally got home and she's tried to break out about 4 times. Our rear neighbour has took down the hedge between our house and theirs, and there's no fence there, and she keeps breaking in and chasing after cows. So yeah, it's all fun and games. But so we got to Salmignac. Luckily enough, there are a good few Western shops in Salmignac. We got all our clothes. We ended up going to H&M. There's one H&M. There's a couple of other.
It was really funny because we were like, yeah, let's go get some clothes. And we walked out and we hadn't a breeze where we were or where we were going. And then all these people going by on motorcycles.
Yeah, it's the busiest place in the world.
You want bike?
Yeah.
And Ian, I was actually just like, nah, I'm not getting on a bike with them. Like, who the hell are these? It didn't even say taxi on the side of the bike or anything.
But the place where we were staying, so we stayed in this villa down the end of a cul-de-sac, and the fucking road down to the end of the cul-de-sac was about 2 kilometres long, right? And there's no lights, so it's pure dark. We could really right there in the dark, by the way.
Yeah, but the thing was, on the YouTube video where you type in the name of the villa, it was some guy and he was doing a review.
Man, what's in the speed of walking? And we were thinking, that doesn't look that far.
And he was like,
2 kilometres to the main road.
And all the reviews are like, the 5-minute walk to the footpath is quite long. And your man in the YouTube video was doing it pure quick. I was like, that doesn't even look like 5 minutes. He must be an elf fella, like walking real slow or something.
Must be an elf. So anyway, we get off. It was middle of the night. I've never been in Asia before in my life, right? So I don't know what the crack is. I don't know my arse, my elbow, as we said earlier on. So we walked to the top of the road, and there's loads of these lads on mopeds coming around going, "You want a bike? You want a bike?" And
and Ian actually goes, "Yeah, I'll get on a bike."
No, the first 2 lads that stopped, I said, "No, I'm grand sound." I thought he was trying to sell me his motorbike. I had no idea what he was trying to do. Like I had no idea what they were doing. Anyway, we walked in, we went right. We were like, "Where the fuck are we going?" We had no idea. We didn't even know where the middle of Salmignac was. Like we had no idea. Like, and Anyway, this young lad pulls up at the end of the road.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, what age do you reckon he was?
He's probably only 16, I'd say.
Yeah, he was young.
He's young, right? Anyway, and he goes, you want bike? I was like, what do you mean you want bike?
And you were like, yeah. And then you were like, will the two of us fit? So there was 3 of us on
the
bike.
So 3 of us.
Doing a wheelie going down the road.
Some 16-year-old chaperoning us around on the back of his moped. Sienna was right behind him, and I was right on the end of the bike. Like, I thought I was coming off the bike. And he literally ran like this, turn right, and
I was sweating. I'd say, like, when we got off the bike, I'd say, like, his top was
drenched. I'd say you got off, man. It was like... I was surprised I held onto the back of the bike because I was holding onto the handlebars on the back of the bike, fucking slipping off like this because I was sweating. I got off. I never. If you've never been to a really hot country, like you've been to Spain, but if you haven't been to a really hot country, like it's fucking 34 degrees at night time plus the humidity, and the humidity is the killer, isn't it? Like it's so bad. Like you walk through the air is like soup and it's hot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was quite warm.
Yeah, and then we had no idea.
But I like it.
Yeah. Anyway, when you got sweaty, dangly bits, it's not very pleasurable. Do you know what I'm saying? But like you can get used to it. You just jump in every waterfall you see. Like that's the whole idea of being over in Bali. That's what you do. You cool your balls down in the pool. Do you know what I mean? And and if you're a fella, constantly be in swimming shorts. Don't have jocks on. They're a waste of time. They're not going to soak up anything. Because you'll seep straight through into your swimming. So wear swimming shorts constantly. Don't go over there with genie shorts unless you plan on sweating through them as well. What are you looking at? What's going on? Who's that? Look, there's me on the television.
Oh, that's you. I think your dog's gone off with like a tire shine or something over there.
Oh, you're joking. Anyway, we'll figure that out.
She has some kind of squirty bottle of something, but anyway.
Does she? Daisy! What did you take? Sorry for this, listeners.
I actually don't know what it is.
I don't know. I'll
she's
figure it
not
out.
eating it, so it's all good.
I've got a company are sending me tire shine. I told you about that, didn't I? Yeah. So
I like the packaging on it. It looks cool.
Yeah. Well, there'll be a YouTube video on that channel over there. This is a different thing altogether. Anyway, what were we saying?
We were saying about the bike.
Yeah. So anyway, we got.
Well, anyway, yeah, he ripped us.
Yeah.
So we obviously hadn't a clue about the money, and he was like 100, and we were like, okay, 100 what? And he was like 100,000.
100,000. Yeah.
100.
So if they tell you if they tell you something's like 40, they mean 40,000, like because that's the way the money works over there. So like $1 million rupiah.
You just handed it to him. You're like, is that enough?
Yeah, I know.
And he was like, Merry Christmas.
The money literally was Monopoly money, that wasn't it? It was like I had no idea what it meant. I had no idea what the colours were. I was just like, is that in there? And your man goes, yes. And grabbed it.
Yeah, sure. That's how much money they get paid in like 2 weeks or something, wasn't it? And you paid it to him to bring us around the corner.
So to put in context, 100,000 rupiah is like less than
it's $6.50.
Yeah, it's like €6.50, right? And I was there thinking, that's alright. Like, so I'm used to coming from Ireland and everything's like €100. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing smaller than €100 over here. But over there, like 100,000 is a lot to them. Like, so yeah, just be careful with your bartering. Like, if you're getting a lift into town, like you shouldn't be spending any more than 50, 60.
Yeah, they don't have prices on anything because they've got a different price for the locals and a different price for anybody who they don't know. Pretty much, wasn't it? Like even if you went into a supermarket, there's no prices on things because when you get up to the checkout, they just call out some random number and they're like, "Yep, that's how much it is."
Yeah, that's actually your bottle of water there.
Why?
Because it was the one you had in the fridge.
Ah.
But yeah. So see that? Look, I'm doing this professionally. No labels on the water.
Very good. Very nice.
Fuck Dun Stars. They can pay me if they want to advertise their bottles of water. Do you know what I mean? But so yeah, that was Salmignac, and then Salmignac.
Yeah, Salmignac has like what 2 or 3 good places to go to, and then you get really bored of it. So I wouldn't even stay there for longer than 3 days. Would you stay there for less? No,
I wouldn't. 3 days. It's kind of somewhere you go on the weekend. Do you know what I mean? You go there on a Saturday and Sunday, and like you'll drink there all night, whatever. If you're into that kind of thing, that's kind of not really our buzz. But we did it for the first couple of nights.
Yeah, the other thing is Salmignac is like really close to Finn's Bar and Sevilla Bar. So if you want to do like
the beach clubs, like
if you want to do like full day of beach clubs, then it's probably a good location to travel to those places.
We didn't even get to the beach clubs. We were going to go into it, but to be honest with you, I'm not a massive fan of the beach anyway. And Sienna isn't a great drinker, so those 2 combinations put together.
Not even that. I'm not really good in the sun either. So we can't really just lounge around the sun.
So imagine going to a mad hot country, that's pure party place with a girl that can barely drink. Is terrible.
I can drink
4 drinks and then you start fucking showing.
I can drink like a whole bottle.
Then you start showing everybody what you drank all night on the floor.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, they didn't have Prosecco over there, so it was a bit dodgy.
Yeah, and if you're into a certain kind of drink over there, gonna be finding it very hard.
Yeah, they don't have pink gin.
If you do, yeah, well they do. Some places do.
Yeah, you have
very
to like
rare.
travel to them,
Yeah.
so they basically don't.
And I'm first keen on an Aperol Spritz
Yeah, they
these
didn't
days.
have them.
Very rare to find them as
Well,
well.
no, they did in Seminyak, didn't they?
In Seminyak they had a few, and in Ubo did a couple of places. It was very hard to find, put it that way. And then she drank Prosecco. If you drink Prosecco,
No
forget
Prosecco
about it.
whatsoever
Forget about
over
it,
there.
Yeah. You won't get it. And if you drink beer, the only beer you're going to get to drink is Bintang. There's another one called Prost. I never even tried that one. I'd say it's ass like Bintang is. But Bintang's like Carlsberg, if I was to describe it.
We were fly on the bin tanks.
Yeah, they actually had Guinness over there, but it was in bottles, and everyone knows
It was Guinness Smooth.
Yeah, but everyone knows.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, I know, but that's Guinness Smooth. But like, a bottle of Guinness is like a sin. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not a thing. Like, you don't do that. Like, do you know what I mean? Cans are bad enough. Like, do you know what I mean? But definitely don't do bottles. That's for Americans and stuff. But so yeah, that was Seminyak, and then we went to Ubo. So Ubo is technically the countryside of
Bali.
But it's not the countryside at all. It's pretty even busier than Seminyak.
Oh, it's mental busy, but like it's cool.
Yeah, it's
like, you know, like in Tarzan, all the stuff is like
vines
dangling.
from the trees.
Yeah, vines.
Yeah.
It's just like the roads bring you through.
I'll put in a couple of clips over this so you just kind of get what I mean. But yeah, Ilwood was cool. I like Ilwood. It was if you're more the adventurous type, kind of like us two. It's kind of more you're saying the ATVs were there, which is the quads. We went and the quads were cool, man. You drive up the main road, which you don't get. You would never get to do that over here. Yeah, that's cool
as well. You would never do that over here.
You drive it up the main road. You drive into like these rice fields and these mad barren rice fields, and then they take you into this forest section. So you go down through a waterfall, like it's mad, like proper off road, like not messing, like, you know.
Sure, even your man was getting stuck. He got stuck, and we had to try and help him get out.
Yeah. And then he stopped us for a break, handed us a bottle of water. Says, "What you thinking?" I was like, "This is fucking brilliant!" Like, you know, it was really, really good. And we thought we were
asking him about pythons, and he was like,
"Yeah." I asked him.
He was like, "Yeah, there's snakes." I was like, "Here,
didn't know what kind of, yeah, because we did not, like, because you're in this mad Asian country. You think like there could have been tigers over there, like, do you know what I mean? Because in India there's loads of tigers, isn't there, and elephants and stuff like that. So I was there thinking, oh, is there any like wild animals over here? Yes, little snake. Like that was it.
Yeah.
And everything else is imported, like. And so thought we were done the forest section, and then he says, "Oh no, come on, there's more section." And then we went through like this water section in the middle of a rice. It was class. It was brilliant. That was brilliant. And then we rented a moped.
And that was only €20 each.
20 quid each, yeah.
Yeah.
Over here it'd be 200.
And it was 2 hours, but to be fair, we did a private. Well, they're all private unless you book it through one of the tour guide things. Yeah. But the tour guide things rip you to shreds, so don't go with them.
Yeah, don't go through the tour guides. If we were to advise anything, rent a moped and go and do the attractions yourself.
Do the stuff yourself.
Yeah, don't go to those desks where, like, you know, they're selling you these tours.
Yeah, if you go to any of them, everything is $1 million
robbed,
plus for anything.
Yeah.
You want to go see an elephant, $1 million plus. You want to go ATV in, $1 million plus. They like put these mad charges on them.
We rented a moped for 6 days and filled it with petrol for €25.
No, the petrol. Well, yeah. Well, the
petrol was only 40,000, so it was like a €5 or something.
It was €2.50, I think.
€2.50 to fill the thing with petrol.
Yeah, and it did us the whole 6 days we had it.
And that was including the rental of the motorbike, right? So if you're not used to mopeds, I was kind of a bit weary when I first got it because like it's mad busy over there. Like there's like thousands of mopeds on the road.
Yeah, there's people going up the wrong side of the road and everything.
There's no such thing as traffic laws over there. They don't do that.
There's not. I didn't even see one police person over there.
I seen one or two. Thanks very much. Is that for me? Woo. So there's no traffic law over there, so you can do what you like. Basically, that's what they said. And then Nusa Penida, they said the police come over there once a week.
Once a week, yeah.
Nusa Penida is an island off Bali that we got a tour to, and like that was poverty, Sienna.
The whole place was like that, to be fair.
No, but Nusa Penida was very bad.
You think well, do you know what? I actually seen something on TikTok or something that they only started charging people into Nusa Penida onto the island beforehand. Like you could just go over, see all the things you wanted to see, and you wouldn't even have to pay a penny, like apart from the ferry, obviously.
Great, you relax. So yeah, that was the crack with there, and we rented the moped, and we just so all the attractions that you want to go see, get them up on Google Maps, and literally off you go on the moped. Like it's a bit daunting at first.
There is loads of stuff to do. Like what were the things we went to? The elephant safari.
We went to the zoo.
No, is it a sanctuary? Yeah, it was a sanctuary. We went to the zoo first,
and it's not a sanctuary. They're all chained up, by the way.
Yeah.
So if you're a bit emotional about animals, don't go there.
Yeah, it's actually really sad.
We went there, and found out that the fella that was riding the elephant was with us since birth. So the elephant was 35 years of age, and this fella moved.
What was his name? Alex Anopi.
Anopi, yeah. And even for him, like, he's making no money on riding this elephant all day. He's probably getting nothing, and they're charging people. What do we pay for the ride the elephant? Oh, dear.
It was like $1,600,000, I think.
It was there
per person.
And we thought, because it was an elephant sanctuary, that's what they call it. We thought when we first went there, I don't have no idea if I'm in shot. We thought when we went there, elephants be roaming free, man.
Yeah, it was really sad, and it was just like these circles, and then they'd put them on the circle, and then they chain one of their feet to it. It's
not very vegan friendly anyway. Put it that way. It's, you know what I mean. It's not a vegan cup of tea now.
No.
But we went there.
Your man Pierre like had us thinking that he was gonna go let Nopi eat some food after the elephant brought us around. He went on another one straight away. He was going around all day. I'd say it's horrible.
Yeah. Anyway, it's not what you think it is. Basically. Then what else did we do?
We went to Bali Zoo.
Went to Bali Zoo.
Yeah, and you could see actually like there was no glass for a lot of the animals. So like the orangutans, there was no glass. It was literally just like a laurel hedging that you could see them.
Yeah, like you think about health and safety, right? And then forget about health and safety. That's what this place was. It was just like we walked into the lemur cage. Lemurs are everywhere, and they're all.
You can do that in Tenerife as well, though. But yeah. Yeah, do you not remember we did it in Tenerife?
But do you not remember when we jumped in with the lions then?
Nah, I can't.
No, they were behind glass.
Yeah.
Daisy, stop squeaking the toy now. Do you want your own microphone? There, come on.
What else did we do? We did 2 waterfalls. So we did the Lampo Campo. It was the Canto Lampo.
No, Canto Lampo.
Canto Lampo, which is like where there's loads of rocks and the water goes down all the rocks. Looks really cool.
Telang.
Yeah, the Telang Lang. No, I think that one's called Tenganugalang. And the Telang Lang.
They are now.
The Telang Lang is the rice fields. We're so shy at the names of these things.
And we didn't even go to the Telang Lang rice fields. We went to some other
We went to some place next door to it that some
they,
fella pure fooled us.
Yeah. He's like, you want the waterfall this way? Or,
yeah, he was like, oh, parking this way. So Ian pulls in on the bike. Yeah. And we were like, oh, okay, what way is it to the rice fields? And he was like, oh, down this way. And there's some little girl like trying to sell you postcards. This
3-year-old, like pure adorable little girl there. They have her there selling postcards. Like, oh, fucking. That's what I mean. Like, so when you see the pictures now, you don't see that going in. Do you know what I mean? You don't see the going in part where they have a 3-year-old standing there for probably 15 hours a day selling you postcards for 10 cents a postcard. Like, do you know what I mean? It's a bit.
They probably aren't even 10 cents.
Oh yeah, they're nothing anyway. I think you want what? I don't know what she wanted for them anyway, but it was. Yeah, it was anyway. That was the crack anyway. So if you're going to Bali, just mind yourself. And to
be fair, it's a really cool experience. Like all the food places are really bougie.
Yeah.
And you can get like spaghetti bolognese in any of them. So if you like spaghetti bolognese, you're sorted. If you're looking for, I don't know, anything else.
If you're looking for a pizza, you will get a pizza.
Yeah, you'll get a pizza.
And you'll get if you like
carbonara.
They have carbonara.
And you can get noodles.
And they'll give you burgers, but
don't get chicken nuggets.
Don't get chicken nuggets, right?
Because they're black.
And they say that they're beef burgers, and they say that they're chicken burgers, but they're not beef or chicken.
They're like
they're like
a spice burger.
They're probably the same breed of cow.
Loads of random stuff thrown together, made into like
they're the
beef.
same. They're the same kind of breed of cow as Daisy. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Just keep it wide. Keep it wide. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're giving off like vibes that you don't like Bali, so you didn't like it at all, did you not?
I did like it. I'm a very fussy person when it comes to holidays.
Yeah. The other thing is,
I'll tell you one thing.
Okay.
Not that I didn't like it, right? But I don't like eating me dinner in like a lovely bougie restaurant, and then there's like people living in a tent across the road. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't faze some people, but it kind of phases me a bit.
Yeah, but do you think about the people like around here that are homeless?
No, but see, they weren't born into it. Some people were. I know it sounds really like weird now, but like those people over there are born into it. Like they have no choice.
Yeah, and but they think it's pure normal though. That's like pure normality for them.
I know
that'd be like us here thinking it's pure normal, and then in Dubai they live like really lavish lifestyles.
It's probably me just being weird.
I didn't think about that twice. I obviously get that they don't get fuck all money, but over there, we got ripped over there when we were over there. They were like selling us things for probably like 10 times worth what they actually charge anybody else. So like they could probably get all their dinners no problem for what they're actually making, because that's the cost of living over there.
Yeah.
Whereas we're going to all these touristy things. And even our tour guide, like, well, no, I get that actually. Our tour guide, he said that he could only afford one bintang a month, so he could only buy like one beer a month. That's how much he got paid.
But he smokes cigarettes every day of the week, so like.
Well, he probably chose then.
But you know what? It's probably just me being weird, and I am kind of weird when it comes to them things. I'm not gonna lie, I'm the weirdest, the weird when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, Bali is great. Just don't listen to Ian.
If you like going to third world countries and taking pictures for Instagram, you will adore Bali.
Yeah, and seeing things that you've never seen before, like people driving up the wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
Seeing, like, what else did we see that was really cool? Like people walking around with, like, I don't know what to call it, bowls on their heads, like carrying
with
stuff.
bananas and shit in them.
Yeah, and like that. Like, have you ever seen an ice cream man? Like the ice cream man we seen, he was pure cool.
The ice cream man SARS used to go around with some mad shit on his head, but it wasn't bananas, right?
Nah, but to be fair, like there was loads of really cool stuff that you would never see anywhere else apart from Bali.
That's true. No, it was cool and I enjoyed it, but at the same time I was kind of happy to get home after our 2 weeks of it. I said, like, to be honest with you, right, would you recommend doing the full 2 weeks or would you do it shorter than that?
I would do the full 2 weeks, but I would probably go to maybe 4 places in the 2 weeks. Because we thought 2 weeks, like, loads of people go over there for a month and they go to a few places. Yeah. But we were thinking 2 weeks, 2 places is probably enough. Because we were thinking, like, imagine having to trek all your luggage across to the place. And
no,
then
but
the next place.
No,
but it's not even that bad because the taxi was like €2.
That was what we were led to believe through the videos that we watched. But basically, you can travel around over there for, like, and it's fucking easy.
We paid, right, so from Seminyak to Ubud, which if you look at the map, it looks quite far away. It's like, what, 2 hours in a car?
2 hours in a car.
So 2 hours in a car costs us €6.50 for a taxi, like.
And if you wanted, like, you could get a 5-star hotel for probably like €50.
Our hotel was 5-star, the second one.
No, I know that ours was, but I'm saying, like, if you go onto like Airbnb or like
I'd say Airbnb or
you could get a 5-star villa for like 50 quid a night,
or just WhatsApp. Everything is on WhatsApp over
everything's
there.
on WhatsApp,
even like hotels and everything.
But like you have to go on these whatever pages to find them, but you get through to and
what was the name of that page that your one told us to
join? One thing we forgot to mention was when you get into the airport, you have to get a different SIM card for your phone. Because your phone won't work over there. Even if you have 3G, Wi-Fi, or whatever, it won't work. So the second you get off the plane, you come in to collect your bags.
Yeah, but they sell them in the airport.
Yeah, it's easy. It's a piece of piss. So you literally walk off the plane and you'll see these girls sitting there selling SIM cards. Buy a SIM card with 25 gigs on it if you're going there for a couple of weeks. I think it's like 30 quid or something like that. They'll put it in for you. They'll set it up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They'll give you a little red card that has your Indonesian number on it. They'll sellotape your old SIM card onto it and put it in your wallet or whatever and forget about it for 2 weeks.
Sorted.
Yeah, it was actually that part was actually really we were breaking.
It's like that in India as well, though.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
They just do everything for you, like when you get off the plane. So yeah, it was an enjoyable experience, and it's something I'll probably never witness something like that again.
I'd probably say, like, if you're going over there as well, like, wear a mask while you're on the scooter if you're getting a scooter, because we got sore throats.
Oh yeah, air quality
from
over
the
there
air.
is diabolical. You might as well jump into my exhaust and be handy there and live there for 2 weeks. That's kind of what.
Well,
the
if
air
you think about
like.
it, what did you say? The place is the size of Leinster, and there's like 30 million people there, and they're every single one of them 30 million people are on mopeds.
It's not even the size of Leinster. I was looking at it up earlier on. So we went from Seminyak to Ubud, and the distance on the map is 14 kilometers, and that's nearly half of the map. So if the island was like 60 kilometers by 60 kilometers, wouldn't even be as big as Dublin, like.
What the fuck?
Like, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So yeah, and there's 30 million people there, and
like
every single one of them have a moped. So could you imagine the fumes?
Yeah.
And there's more than mopeds. It's big, massive 2-liter petrol jeeps.
Yeah, sure. What did the tour guide? What was his name again?
I'm still listening to you, by the way. I'm just checking.
We had this tour guide who was very funny. But he was telling us that
Raw good.
Yeah, all good. Cool. Yeah, we had this tour guide called Dharma, and he was saying that like once any of the kids turn, what age was it? Like 7, they all get a moped to go to school.
They don't get a moped. They get given. They get the
parents'
moped
or
their
something.
parents' moped. Yeah.
Yeah, but they just go around. So like 7-year-olds are going around in mopeds over there, like.
Oh yeah.
So
with their friends on the back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And like it's just. If you're not very, how would I put it? If you're not very street smart, be very careful over there, because you get a bang of a moped in no time.
That's true.
You get ran over.
But that's not street smart.
That is street.
Street smart is like getting robbed.
That too, like we got robbed. I'd like consider myself.
No, we didn't get robbed because people would think that you'd actually get robbed over there. You wouldn't get robbed over there.
That's
people actually, like, in every single YouTube video we watched, everyone said, "Oh, be careful on the back of a moped because people go by and take the mobile phone out of your hand." They don't do that. I didn't see one person doing that, and I don't think they would do that.
No,
the Bali people are so nice.
Yeah, one thing I will say is that I've never felt safer on holidays.
Yeah.
So we were in Vegas, to put it into context. We were in Vegas. So do you remember that massive shooting that was happening? Some fella out of the Mandalay Bay Hotel like shot dead 60 people out of a car park. We were there the next week, literally the week after that. And it was edgy when we were there at the start. It was just a weird thing. We went to Bali on the other side of the world, this pure mad place that we heard mad stories about, and I never felt as safe in my entire life. Like, you could walk down the street down there at any time of the night on your own. And I don't think anyone will go near you. Like,
sure, it's all like the grannies are sitting out on the side of the road with the kids and all. Like, there's no, I wouldn't say there's any crime over there.
There's very it goes to show when you see very little police presence like around. Obviously, they don't need it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
no, it's super safe over there.
So yeah,
and it's really gas and like you can do drink driving over there as well, Sham.
Yeah, not that we did our partook in that. Maybe I did a small bit. But it was legal. It was legal over there.
Yeah, it's legal over there. And you're allowed on your phone while you're driving over there.
Oh, yeah. There's no... And there isn't a dark enough shade of window tint that you can't have on your car.
Yeah, you can have like the darkest...
How any of them see fucking anything out of them windows?
I have no idea.
They drive by it, and I swear to God...
Sure, it got dark at 4:30, and they all had the darkest tinted windows. Couldn't see a thing out the window.
Yeah, there's a lot of very near misses and crashes, and I'd have that to believe is because of how dark their window tint is.
Okay.
But that was funny.
Yeah, it was gas. We nearly died like about 5 minutes before we got to the airport as well. On the way home.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I forgot about that, yeah. I forgot that whole experience of
you don't have the other thing about like driving over there is you don't wear seatbelts. So like if you feel like you're so used to putting on your seatbelt, you could. Ian obviously got in the taxi when we got out, but I was used to being in India before knowing that you didn't have to wear a seatbelt. So I got in, didn't put a seatbelt on. Ian got in, strapped himself into a seatbelt, and he was shitting it in the first taxi ever in Bali. It was gas.
All their cars over there are all like Toyota, they're all Jap cars, whatever, and the amount of OJ's handles in them, they obviously put them there for a reason, like, don't they? And so some of the cars over there, sitting as this like it's kind of like an automotive podcast, whatever. Some of the like Japanese cars you would never see over here.
Oh, they're so cool. The monster trucks. I literally want one of them monster trucks.
There was a lot of like.
What were they, Jimneys?
There was a couple of Willis Jeeps that were like the older shape. Then they had the really old Jimneys. They had some of the new Suzuki Jimneys as well.
Oh yeah.
A lot of Toyotas. There's these Jeeps called the Toyota Fortuner, and they're like half a Hilux and half a Carina GT. It's the maddest looking thing. I'll put up a picture here and you have a look at them. They're unreal. They were. Yeah. I've been mad for one ever since.
We liked them like, what do you call them? A kid wagon. What are them things called? You know the car that we seen in Samnak?
Oh fuck, I can't remember.
You're the ones that look, you'd fit like 8 people in the back of it. But it was cool, like.
They're them Chinese yokes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Chinese cars over there as well that we would never get over here, but China like shit out these shit hot like people carriers, like they're these massive big chrome grills on them, big black little bus and all tinted out windows. They're the coolest things ever. Like
the ones you can pick from over here, like all don't look that nice spec wise.
And
but that one was pure cool. Like you'd want to import that just to have a pure cool people.
The worst thing is about over here, they have the shittest fucking names ever for those big family wagons. The Volkswagen one's called the Sharon. Yeah.
Nah.
No, I swear to God, no joke. I don't even think Ford do the Galaxy anymore. That's a stupid fucking name as well. What's another one? The fucking Picasso. Like imagine naming an artist of the modern art and naming a 7-seater bleeding family bus after him. Like, jeez, I'd say he's crawling in his grave. But anyway, yeah, that's the crack.
But yeah, so then the other thing was the like mopeds and the bikes over there. There was some cool bikes over there, wasn't there?
Oh, savage, yeah. Like real old, like new style, old school, like scrambler bikes out there. They were savage.
Yeah. And then we went in to actually go, what was it, the Honda garage?
We went into, oh yeah, jeez, I nearly forgot about that. We went into, what are you taking? What is that?
Oh, that's a squeaky toy.
She always takes the squeakers out of all her toys. Look. So we went into a Honda bike dealer over there, and they had it. Now we don't know the Irish retail prices. We're only pure Blackgarden, but as far as we know, it's for nothing. It was a brand new Honda CBR 125R, right? So it was like a road bike. It was a 125. It was our starter bike, but it was nice, wasn't it? It was tasty.
Yeah, it was nice.
And we asked her once, sorry, how much is that? She brings out the price. She goes, 30 million rupiah, which is about
1,900.
€1,900. And I can only imagine that bike in Ireland is about $5,000. It could be wrong. Could be only 2 or 3 grand over here brand new, but I don't think it is because the second hand ones go for that. But yeah, €1,900 for a brand new 125. And over there, you wouldn't need more than a 125 because there's not much road to travel, and you can't really get up to any great speed without hitting traffic within 2 minutes. Like so, yeah, our moped was what 150cc or something like that, and it was a little flyer of it because I think it was a Yamaha NMAX. I think it was what it was called.
I was really good at driving it.
Here, do you want your own microphone? Tell the people what your squeaky toys like. Go.
She's about to eat the microphone.
She likes these foamy tops. But anyway, what's your thoughts on? I can hear her. What's your thoughts on chew toys these days? Did you enjoy the fact that we abandoned you for 2 weeks? Tell me more. Yeah, we'll take that away for the minute. But anything else to finish on? Because I think we're nearly finished this podcast here now.
Oh, really?
We're talking nearly 45 minutes already.
Do you want to do like a quick guide of what the stuff that we went to, like activity wise, and see if it's worth doing it?
Nah, fuck that. Just go on TripAdvisor. You'll find out all the things we did. Basically, all of them are there.
Oh. Okay.
I will come to this another time, but basically, so this is the first episode of this podcast, and we'd like to thank you very much for listening to it here on YouTube, and if you're listening to it on Apple Podcast or whatever like that, thanks very much for listening. Sienna is going to come back. We're going to talk about all sorts of stuff. We're going to talk about like real adult things. We're going to talk about relationships.
What was the thing that we were actually saying would be a good topic? It was like a pure random. What was that? It was on the flight over.
Oh, stop! Don't talk to me because I forget about it. But anyway, we're going to talk about like things what happens to you when you get a bit older. We're going to talk about mortgages. We're going to talk about relationship advice. We're going to talk about mental health. We're going to talk about all that stuff. So
money saving tips.
Yeah, Sienna is a money saving wizard. So if you want to save for anything, don't worry, we'll get the money wizard back on here. But yeah, thanks very much for listening. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please share this around, tell your friends about it because it's going to get better. We're going to get other people on. We're going to get a couple of guests. And hopefully we'll become millionaires sometime soon.
That would be nice.
So
if you were a millionaire, where would you go?
Where would I go? I'd literally just take a week out and stay at home from work. That's what I
yeah, I actually would well believe that. You'd take 1 week off work and you'd go.
Yeah. I'll ship Sienna off somewhere because she doesn't like me being idle anyway, put it that way. So I'd sit here and just be idle for the week and do nothing. It'd be great crack with me and Daisy and the other 2 dogs. But anyway, yeah, thanks a million for watching, subscribing, listening and all that good stuff. And please do let your friends know about this. If you enjoyed it, please let us know. If there's any fucking rude comments about women in this comment section, I swear to God you'll be banned and you never see this comment section again, alright? Anyway, you know what people are like on the internet, it's not very nice.
Sure, look.
Yeah, but anyway, be as nice as you can. And lads, we'll talk to you next week.
Ciao.
Yeah, thanks for joining me, Sienna.
No bother.
Now go in there and we'll have to cook dinner. Anyway.
What do we have?
I don't know. We only did the shopping.
Spaghetti bolognese, is it?
That's it, exactly. Right, lads. Thanks very much for watching. See you again.
Bye-bye.